Hey, I wanted to share a quick tip, something that I do to clean up design sounds that have interesting character, but just like way too much sustained bass and low end, such as this example sound we have here. Like, whoa, that's cool. That's a huge filter sweepy, slappy cinematic impact thing, one of the coolest things I've ever heard, but the bass just goes on for way too long. So my general approach here is to do it in like stages because it's usually not like a one-size-fits-all thing. And in order to get each stage of the process not working too hard, I find using like multiple stages of little tweaks works the best. So I'll start off by creating some headroom with kilohertz gain, literally just dropping the level by 5 dB since it's already like limited pretty hard and at 0. Then I'll just like add a little high pass filter just to clean up the mud and murk down there. Because you can see there's like a fairly large amount of sub-bass content that I really do not care about. And then I'll slap Unfilter on top of that. And then I'll usually like turn up the intensity a little bit, weighting down to here and then smooth it out and then maybe drop this a little bit like so. Maybe a little bit less intensity. Yeah, it's doing a little bit to control the bass and sort of flatten the spectrum in a pleasing way. And then after that, I will add Unveil. And by the way, the two of these Synaptic plugins eat up CPU like nobody's business. So use cautiously and bypass them when you're not actively using them, or like bake them in or render it or whatever. Maybe a little bit more focus. Yeah, you can feel it like brings it closer, so it happens. Seems like it's happening like right in front of your face, and it like emphasizes the snappiness of the transients and de-emphasizes the bass just a bit. But to take it like one step further, what I'll do is some multiband dynamics processing with Pro MB. Raise the threshold a little bit, and I want to expand because I'm basically doing like multiband gating here. What I want is like a fairly smooth, fast attack. Like, actually, I might lower the attack a little bit. I want to clamp down on the sustained part of the bass, right? It's the overall theme here. So I'll key it, sidechain it off of like the higher frequency content. So basically what this does is it only lets the bass through when the high frequency transients are coming through, right? So let's listen to that. That's working quite well. I might even push it like a little bit further. Increase the attack, increase the sustain so it's transparent. Yeah, that's great. You get the punch. You get the bass when you want it, and then it gets out of the way when you don't want it. But I think we can go even further and get it even cleaner. So I'll just do a little bit of transient shaping. Same general idea here. We just want to like reduce the sustain of just the bass. So I'll go like this and use, again, fairly smooth and loose controls. And why not? I'll just boost the attack a little bit because I literally can't resist. That's great. We're just listening to the bass right there. And it like gets out of the way in a hurry. That's sounding pretty clean. I think that's most of the processing that we want to do to the bass itself. Now I'm just going to put a couple like loudness controlling plugins after that. So Saturn is to soft clip the transients, and Pro L is to, you know, do limiting stuff right afterwards. So without Saturn, you can see the limiters working pretty hard. Or decently hard, that's like -4. But with the soft clipping enabled of Saturn, we have... Surprise, it clips it. Wow, so we can even boost it and get a little bit more loudness out of this if we really want to. And there you have it, bass be gone. That is way more usable, and I could design with that now, actually, and it not soak up the entire mix. So here's a quick A-B without. With. That's way cleaner, way tighter. And you can use that on like design cinematic stuff, but I also find myself using this on like design gunshots if I just want to get the essence of it without getting the, you know, huge boomy bass, explosions, all that sort of stuff. It like basically turns a designed asset into a building block one, if you want to think of it that way. Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks.